Good afternoon, baseball fans. It is time for Game 2 of the Weatherford Tournament. Arlington able to collect their first win of the 2026 season by sneaking out a 1-0 victory against Weatherford, the home team, off of an RBI double in the first inning by Noah Cifuentes, and then the defense taking care of the rest. I'm Zach Arnold here, joined by my Pops, Doug. Pops, it was a great defensive effort from Arlington in that first game, but they're playing a undefeated Chisholm Trail Rangers for Game 2, and Chisholm Trail has won those games by scores of 7-5, 4-3, and 4-1. So they have scored a minimum of 4 runs in their 3 games so far this season. Arlington is going to need run production if they're going to get a win in this game.
Yeah, that's one thing they were a little bit short on in that first game. We got that one, got several hits, left several runners on base. So we're looking for some clutch hits now. But it came down to defense in that first game, and Brendan Bouchel delivered, pitching an outstanding game through 7 1/4 innings, 7 1/3.
6 1/3.
6 1/3 innings before giving it up to the right fielder, Gamez, who closed the door on the home team, Weatherford Roos. So it was a good defensive battle, some good plays in the field. We saw some really good fundamentals out of the third baseman and the shortstop in that particular game for Arlington, and they held on for that 1-0 win. But it is going to take a few more timely hits in this ball game, coupled with that defensive effort to hold Chisholm Trail in check here today and get win number 2.
Adam Tayara is going to get the start on the mound for the Arlington Colts here in their 4th game of the season. They'll be the designated home team as the Rangers, clad in all purple, will be leading things off with the left fielder, Aiden Gonzalez. First pitch to him is fouled off for strike 1. We didn't really get to do much of a pregame show, but it's presented by our friends at Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services, Inc. They're a family-owned business with a team of professionals who have been serving the Arlington area for over 50 years. The next time you find yourself with a insurance-related headache, call 817-265-3346 or visit chapman-cornelius.com. Tayara just threw that first pitch, and as we open up this game, we remind you to open up your home to new possibilities with our friends at Modern West Windows and Doors, our first pitch presenters this season. It's a 2-1 count that now goes to 2-2 as Tayara finds the inside part of the plate. The 2-2 delivery, too far inside, and the count runs full. Timeout is called before the payoff pitch could arrive. Aiden Gonzalez, Alex Aguilar, and Colton Gallardo, the 3 young men, guaranteed plate appearances here in the first inning. Gonzalez playing left field, Aguilar at first, and Gallardo the DH. If the lineup continues, it'll be the cleanup hitter, shortstop Diego Hernandez. The pitcher, Kenneth Rosado, batting for himself, batting 5th. The third baseman, Saul Gonzalez, batting 6th and playing 3rd. The catcher, Riley Wade, batting 7th. Right fielder, Gabriel Cadena, batting 8th. And center fielder, Javier Sigala, rounding out the order. Not in the lineup today is the second baseman, number 2, Logan Rosales. He will be the one being DH for by Gallardo. Payoff pitch on the way, and it's too high, and Gonzalez finds his way aboard on the free pass. Chisholm Trail, the designated visitors today. Arlington served as the visitors because this is Weatherford's ballpark, so they kind of had to be the visitors. Very rarely do you see those things inverted during tournament play. That's the benefit of hosting a tournament. You get to be the home team for your games. They'll check on first, and they almost got him. Gonzalez got a little too far off the bag there.
Very close. Snap throw and tag by Cifuentes over there at first base.
This one is in foul territory. Cifuentes takes a look at it, but it'll go behind the first base dugout for a foul. Nothing in one to Aguilar as they check on first base again. Yesterday during tournament play, Chisholm Trail faced another team from 8-6A, defeating the Martin Warriors by a score of 4-3 to kick off their 2026 season. As this one gets fouled back, 0-2. Pops, we mentioned in the previous broadcast that Weatherford is going to be a future District 3-6A opponent. You get to scout your opponents that way really well, but then you also kind of get a feel for how you may do against current district opponents, as this one is lofted into Gannon Howard's glove for an F8 and out number 1. When you play a team that also played your district opponent, you also get a feel for how you may fare in district just based on mutual opponents and how you did. So not only does Arlington get a taste of next year's district in Weatherford, but they get a feel for how they may do in their current district depending on their outcome versus a team that also played Martin. They must have done a little bit of scouting on Aiden Gonzalez because they're very cognizant of his presence on first base right now. Tayara out of the stretch. Chopper foul for strike 1.
Weather conditions here still a little chilly. Wind blowing in from right field.
But
the sun is out.
I was about
it feels
to say,
warmer.
Not as cloudy as it was at 10 a.m. this morning, as this one too low and inside for ball 1. I had to go out to my car and put on an extra layer of socks just to make sure that I stayed warm enough today. Temperatures are looking nice for the Corpus Christi tournament we'll be heading off to next week. Temperatures in the 70s and 80s all weekend. That's right, folks. We are going out of town, so you don't have to. And we'll bring you all of that action as well. Runner goes. The throw down to second base. It would have been in time, but it bounced off of the glove of Bustamante, and that will put Aiden Gonzalez at second. I clarify different Gonzalez's because there is a Saul Gonzalez in third base and an Aiden Gonzalez in left field, so we'll do our best to not get those players crossed up.
And the Colts have an Alvarado at third and Alvarado behind the dish.
And Colton Gallardo got tired of waiting. The DH calls time. It'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chopper foul. It'll stay that count as well. One and 2 again to Gallardo as Tayara in a bit of a mini jam to start the ball game. And that one is lasered foul down the right field line. Good piece of contact. Just not quite in the field of play, off by a matter of inches though.
Good piece of a little bit of a battle here between Tayara and the batter, number 12 Gallardo. Several pitches being thrown here in this at bat.
Just below the knees and a bit inside. Axel with a pump fake to try to chase Aiden Gonzalez back to second base. A little bit of mind games there that Bustamante is having to be aware of and shade closer to that second base bag so he doesn't get too strong of a lead. The 2-2 is going to get tipped, and the at-bat continues. Still 2-2 to the designated hitter. Tyara sets and delivers. And another chopper foul up the third baseline. Quality at bat here for Gallardo. Fans, let us know where you're tuning in from if you're joining us from work on this lovely Friday afternoon. Promise we won't tell on you.
Somebody in this broadcast booth is playing hooky.
Couple of somebodies. Cifuentes scoops this up, and he'll take it himself to first base, but that will advance the runner to third as the Colts collect out number 2 on the 3 unassisted.
Nice snag there by Cifuentes. Good movement shown there by the big man at first base to snag that one before it could get down the right field line. Step on the bag to get that second out.
So now this is Diego Hernandez that is stepping in. And ball number 1 will be issued to him. Catches the outside corner. And it's a ball and a strike. Unable to find the zone there. First start of the season for Tyara, very early in this season. Hoping to find his way into the rotation on a more consistent basis. Axel tries to frame that one, is unsuccessful, and it moves to a hitter's count of 3-1. They'll check over on third base. Ayara over to Alvarado. The run that could break the ice is just 90 feet away. 3-1 at the plate. And they're going to call strike 2. That was an emphatic call by the umpire, but it's just for strike 2, and it's a full count. Tyara's ready for the payoff pitch. And sends it home. Lost him. It's ball 4. Second walk issued by Tyara. And Kenneth Rosado will bat for himself.
Yeah, but looking at both lineups today, both of these pitchers for Chisholm Trail and Arlington will be batting for themselves today. Rosado in position 5 and Tyara pitching batting number 9 for the Colts this afternoon.
They'll check over at first base. Cifuentes has to make sure he secures it so that the runner at third, Aiden Gonzalez, doesn't have an opportunity to come on an error. Tyara sets and delivers, and that one will get fouled back for strike 1.
On deck batter Saul Gonzalez comes out to pick up that stray foul ball that went back into the netting.
And that one hits him, and the bases are loaded here in the top of the first.
Brings up third baseman, number 17, Saul Gonzalez.
The third baseman, Gonzalez. The pitcher is going to have a courtesy runner. Looks like a number 6, possibly. Do they have a 6
They
on
have
their
a 5.
roster?
I believe it's a 5. Hayes, Jackson Hayes.
He looks like a Jackson. That is a 5. So that is Hayes, the courtesy runner. Bases full of Chisholm Trail Rangers to start the ball game. Tyara throws a slider too low for ball 1 to number 17, third baseman Saul Gonzalez. Good backhand by Axel, but that is ball number 2 now with nowhere to put him. Axel doesn't like how far away the runner got. It's a strike at the plate as he checks down to first. 2-1 with 2 outs. Some opportunistic base running and plate appearances by Chisholm Trail to start the game. Up in the air, going behind home plate. Axel loses his helmet and makes the grab in foul territory, and Arlington escapes the early jam. It's Chisholm Trail nothing in Arlington coming to the plate when we come back here on the Zap Network. Thanks so much for tuning in.
John Wade Roofing is celebrating 40 years serving the Arlington area. John Sr. played for Colt football and was the team MVP in '76. He went on to play for TCU, earning all conference honors. The family has a Colt legacy that spans generations and wants to help your family's roofing needs, plus gutters, painting, solar, and more. For more information, go to johnwaderoofing.com.
Are you a small business owner looking for reliable insurance coverage? Or perhaps you're navigating the complexities of Medicare? Look no further. Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services is a family-owned, independent insurance agency with over 50 years of experience with tailored insurance solutions for small businesses and their owners. Whether you need home and auto, business insurance, or individual or group medical, Chapman Cornelius has knowledgeable agents who will help you select just what you need. Call April Chapman or Jason Ott at 817-265-3346.
Whenever a plumbing problem hits your home, experience matters. Pipe & Peak is a family-owned residential plumbing company with 16 years of experience that you can trust. They handle everything from yard leaks and slab leaks to tunnel work, and they're specialists in replacing old cast iron pipe. No job is too big or too small, and their pricing stays competitive. If you're seeing signs of aging pipes, now's the time to act. Send an email to Caleb Renfro to see how Pipe & Peak can help your home.
Yep. Welcome to the bottom of the first inning, where Chisholm Trail loaded the bases in the top of the first, and Arlington able to escape it to keep it scoreless. Around the horn defensively, it's Aguilar at first, Logan Rosales not in the lineup but locking down second base, Saul Gonzalez at third, Hernandez at short, Aiden Gonzalez in left, Sigala in center, Cadena in right. Behind the plate, it's Riley Wade. And on the mound is the pitcher, Kenneth Rosado. I knew I forgot to write down something. Starting lineup for your Arlington Colts coming off of that 1-0 win. Gannon Howard's going to be leading things off, playing center field. Danny Bustamante will bat second at shortstop. Payne Cornell will bat third in left field. Cifuentes is in cleanup, playing first base. Axel Alvarado is the catcher, batting fifth. Third baseman Abe Alvarado, sixth in the lineup, wearing the number 20. Dominic Trillo gets the start in right field. He'll bat seventh, wearing number 21. Colin Murphy, second baseman, number 6, bats eighth. And as Pops mentioned, Tyara, rounds out the order, batting for himself, as strike one is issued to Gannon Howard to lead off the bottom of the first. Ball one issued just outside the zone there. And the count moves to 1-1. Back up the middle, over the second base bag and into shallow center field. Gannon Howard collects the base hit and leads things off with a single up the middle. Sorry, Pops, I accidentally muted you. What were you saying?
I was just saying I had a good visit with Gannon in the dugout between games, and I said we had no problem keeping up with you out there in center field with those neon-colored shoes he's sporting today.
Will be covered there by Aguilar, and they'll check on him over there at first. Mom Patsy joining the chat very briefly, saying, love you guys, looking forward to Corpus, but can't tune in very much today because I'm working. We love you, Mom. Thank you for showing the support. Bunt is squared up for, and it's laid down well by Bustamante. The only play is to first, and it'll be a 1-3 sack BU.
Good bunt laid there, down there by Bustamante, moving Howard into scoring position. A little small ball being practiced here early in the season by Coach Womack. Well, runs were at a premium in the last game, so it's good to see runner in scoring position here with Kernal coming up to the plate.
That's too high, and that's going to get away from the catcher. It's a deep enough backstop that Howard will move over to third base. And Arlington's first run 90 feet away. 1-0 the count at the plate to Kernal. And he'll take a look at ball two here.
The pitcher for Chisholm Trail Rosado is a left-handed pitcher. Hit up the middle by Kernal is missed by the diving shortstop, and that's going to bring in the first run for the Colts this afternoon as Gannon Howard crosses the plate after a base hit and a stolen base and out to third base, and he comes home. Colts lead 1-0 here early in this game against Chisholm Trail.
Arlington got a run in the first inning against Weatherford as well. And that proved to be the only run that they scored en route to a 1-0 victory. Let's hope that history does not repeat itself as Cifuentes digs into the batter's box and takes a look at ball number one. Rosado's a lefty, so he has an opportunity to look straight ahead at those base runners as Cifuentes chops that one foul.
I think Rosado and Gannon Howard got their glove and their shoes at the same sporting goods store. Gannon Howard sporting some bright orange, hunting orange style shoes, and Rosado's glove is about the same color.
I'm really digging the royal purple. You don't see very many jerseys with royal purple. As that one drops in for a called strike two, looping in there to the outside part of the zone.
Could see some purple from the Granbury Pirates, as that their colors are purple and gold.
They're a future district opponent. We'll be seeing them on a more regular basis starting next season. I'll check on Kernal over at first base. Pops, I'm going to do a major personal throwback. The last time I saw purple this royal was when I played for the Charleston River Dogs.
Hey, back in the
old YMCA
days when I was coaching your baseball teams.
That's going to go right through the legs of the second baseman, Logan Rosales, and Cifuentes will reach on the E4. If he fields that cleanly, that is an out. So Cifuentes is aboard on the E4, and there's 2 on with 1 out for Axel Alvarado. A little bit too high for Axel there, and that'll be ball number 1. Glance over the left shoulder and the delivery. Off the end of the bat and hooking foul. The swirling wind playing a factor in the direction of those high hit balls. We saw one in the previous game against Weatherford that looked like it was going to be sharply hit down the right field line, and instead it went completely foul. The 1-1 here. That one will drop in for a called strike. And that moves the count to a ball and 2 strikes now. Contrary to what the outfield scoreboard says, umpire clarifies 1-2 the count. Rosado turns and fires. This one's in play, and it's to the gap. That's a base hit. They're going to wave the runner home. The play at the plate not in time, and Cifuentes rumbles into third.
Carnell plates the second run, and big man Noah Cifuentes rumbles all the way around and slides into third safely. Runners at the corner for the Colts now, 2 runs on the board.
That's a single and an RBI for Axel. And that'll take us to AB Alvarado with the Colts ahead 2-0.
Love that hustle from Noah Cifuentes, the everyday first baseman for the Colts.
Still just 1 out for Arlington here. This one's in play. AB, shortstop, over to second. The throw to first is in time, and Alvarado grounds into the 6-4-3 double play before Cifuentes can come home. But Arlington does plate 2 in the bottom of the first. As we head to the second, Arlington is ahead early here in Weatherford. We'll be back right after this on ZAP.
Navigating Medicare options isn't easy. Hi, I'm Patsy Arnold, and when the time came to navigate my options, I went to Chapman Cornelius. They helped me find the best plan for my needs, quoted me life insurance options, and guided me in making my decisions every step of the way. They want to do the same for you, so give them a call at 817-265-3346 or visit chapman-cornelius.com.
When your high school field needs to look game ready, trust John Kling and the pros at Field Ops North Texas. This veteran-owned team delivers fast turnaround and long-lasting field striping for football, soccer, lacrosse, and more, using professional-grade paint and equipment. Field Ops proudly serves schools and communities across North Texas, helping student-athletes compete on fields that look as good as they play. Get a free quote today by visiting gofieldops.com/north-texas.
John Wade Roofing has been serving the Arlington area since 1982, but the Wade legacy runs much deeper in the city of Arlington. A pioneer family that has had roots going back decades, John Wade and Company saw relatives attend the Cooper Street Arlington High campus and has had members play in Colt athletics for decades, and they're looking forward to serving this community for decades to come. Find out more at johnwaderoofing.com.
Second inning about to get underway, and the second inning is presented by Pipe and Peak Plumbing. Call Caleb Renfro if you need cast iron replacement specialist at 817-807-7069, serving Arlington for over 16 years. It's going to be Wade leading things off for the Rangers. 7, 8, 9 in the lineup here. Gabriel Cadena And Javier Sigala also going to be guaranteed an at-bat here in the top of the second. First pitch is a little bit low and away for ball one. And instead of low and away, we go high and inside instead. Two and oh the count here. In play and foul. Tayara sets, and this one's in play. Backhanded by Busta. Tough play across the diamond. The one hop to Cifuentes is in time.
Cue the Sports Center top 10 plays. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. That was an amazing backhanded snag as Bustamante was charging towards third base. Snags that ball, throws across his body and gets it all the way to Cifuentes just in time to nail the runner at first base. Great play by Danny Bustamante.
Little instant replay action there that we're slowly incorporating into what we do on the broadcast. As this one's in play to second. And over to first for the easy 4-3 put out. 2 up, 2 down for Wade and Cadena.
Tayara delivering some of those atom ball pitches right now. Cruising through this inning. I hope it's not the jinx that I just invoked.
Right, we don't want to do any announcers jinx as ball one gets issued here with 2 outs.
2 outs, nobody on. Batter Javier Segala, the center fielder. A little bit low and outside.
A little bit low.
On deck, the top of the order, Aiden Gonzalez for the Chisholm Trail team. Tayara winds in the 2-0 pitch. Inside, the umpire says it caught his sleeve as he was spinning out of the way. So Javier Segala takes first base on a hit by pitch. That'll bring up the top of the order, left fielder Aiden Gonzalez. Gonzalez walked his last time at bat. Left-handed batting. Left fielder, throw over to first base. Cifuentes doesn't even apply the tag on that. Just want to keep Segala on his toes over there. 2 outs in the inning. That runner over at first base. Tayara comes home a little bit high on that pitch. Ball one to the new batter, top of the order, Gonzalez. Tayara takes a look over at first and comes set. The throw home. Right down the pipe for a called strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gonzalez.
Down the pipe for Pipe and Peak, our presenters for this inning.
Throw over to first, no tag.
You know, sometimes the tags are warranted and other times you just know that they're back in time.
Another throw over. Oh, that was close and he's out!
They got him!
Tayara gets the throw. Cifuentes applies the tag, and the Colts are out of the inning.
What a great defensive gem again. Colt defense was on display in the previous inning and in the previous ball game, and they're on display here again. We're headed to the bottom of the second. Colts still ahead by 2 here on the Zap Network. We'll be back in just a moment's time. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Modern West Windows and Doors is a partner of the Zap Network. They're also partnered with trusted industry leaders like Lowen, Weather Shield, and Simpus to guarantee quality product and installation. Whether you're searching for new concepts for your entryway, living room, dining room, bedroom, or even a workshop, Modern West has the solutions you're looking for. Visit the showroom at 1211 6th Avenue in Fort Worth or visit modernwestwindows.com.
Taqueria Taco Express is the official taqueria of Zach Arnold Productions.
With locations in Arlington, Grand Prairie, Waxahachie, and a new location opening in Mansfield, solving your Mexican food craving has never been easier. Visit them on Taco Tuesdays for their special 5 tacos and a large agua fresca for just $10. Find out more by visiting TaqueriaTacoExpress.com.
To the bottom of the second inning we go. Colts ahead by 2. It's the 7, 8, 9 spots in the lineup for Arlington. Dom Trillo, the right fielder. Colin Murphy, the second baseman, and the pitcher himself, Adam Tayara, got himself out of the inning by picking off the base runner there. And taking us to the bottom frame. Called strike 1 on the upper quadrant of the zone there to the leadoff man, Trillo. This one's going to get fouled out of play. Pops instantly put his hand up just in case it came our direction. You know, statistically speaking, the odds of a ball coming exactly to where our broadcast setup is crazy small, but never zero.
But because I'm here today, the chances are higher.
This one's going to go foul up the third baseline. Sun has come out and it's hitting our backs a little bit, and it's helping us feel a little bit warmer in this breezy day. But now it's causing a glare on our equipment since we're not indoors. It's an al fresco broadcast today as ball 1 gets issued high to Trillo. So if it's not the breeze keeping us chilly, it's the sun keeping us from being able to see to do our job.
The sun does make it more bearable out here right now. It's a little bit, it's kind of chilly this morning at 11 o'clock.
Check swing. And he went around,
he did go.
And that is going to be strike 3.
Yeah, he went around. He didn't hold up in time on that one.
First K of the day for Rosado. And that'll take us to Colin Murphy. So easy to not catch the letter R in his name. Everybody thinks it's Murphy, like David Murphy, the Rangers outfielder. But instead, Murphy sends this into foul territory. And it'll bounce off of the chain link fence near the pitcher's warm-up area for a very far strike 1. Both the first baseman Aguilar and the right fielder Cadena made a V to try to converge on it. This one's going to go to third base, shifting to his left, and no, he did not pick it up in time. That's a fielding error on Aguilar as Saul Gonzalez was able to field it, but it popped in and out of the glove of Aguilar, and that'll be an E3 as Murphy is safe. It was a good throw.
It was a good throw from third, but the ball popped out of his glove, and he was trying to cover it up like a shell game.
Yep.
And we could all see the ball rolling around the ground, and the umpire saw it too.
Yep.
And the coach is going to go out and ask about it. Coach thinks that maybe the first baseman picked the ball up in time, so they are going to come down and talk to the home plate umpire and see if he had a different angle on the pickup.
Because the ball was up the first baseline, and the first base umpire was behind the play. So
personally, from our viewpoint where we're standing behind home plate, I don't think he got it in time, and confirmed that it is a safe call at first base after the consultation.
It is an E3.
Yep.
They'll issue the runner safe, and there's a man aboard with 1 out for Adam Tayara. Little bit too high for ball 1 to number 12. This one's lofted to center field. The swirling wind may play a factor in this, except for the fact that Sigala was able to trot up and make the grab fairly easily for the F8 and out number 2.
Yeah, the wind it picks up and it dies down. The flags in center field will go limp every now and then. And like Zach mentioned in the first game, the winds are kind of swirling. They're changing from
They
blowing in from straightaway center, blowing in from right field. It's changing, so it's really wreaking havoc on those outfielders. So far, we have not seen any errors made in the outfield from either team today.
No errors made, but no very big base hits either.
No.
For the most part.
And
when it gets hit to the outfield, it's usually an out because they're lofting and then they're catching in the breeze, and it's actually making it a little bit easier for the outfielders to grab it.
Anything hit to right field is getting pushed foul to the right field line. Anything else is getting held up. Called strike there on the top of the order.
Yeah, that's Gannon.
Gannon Howard
with those Hunter cleats you mentioned.
Hunter's orange.
Used them to reach first base on a single back up the middle in his first plate appearance. Runner is going, low and away. That's a ball at the plate, and the throw is not going to be in time. That is a clean steal for Murphy as he makes it to scoring position.
Murphy oftentimes a runner of choice for courtesy runners last season. Good base running skills.
Got one just a bit outside for Gannon. 2 balls and a strike now. Pops, the biggest number on that scoreboard out there is the 2 in the errors column for Chisholm Trail.
Yeah.
2 in as many innings. Rather uncharacteristic, but probably to be expected this early in the baseball season as well. Murphy left unguarded, and a strike is going to be called at the plate to Gannon.
Deuces are wild out there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second base. Number 2 at the bat. We got 2s everywhere.
Rosado comes set. Glance of Murphy and comes home. He'll loft this one to center field. 2 outfielders converging on it. And the grab will be made by Sigala as Gannon flies out to his center fielder counterpart to end the inning. We're through 2 complete, and Arlington leads by 2 as we get ready to go to the 3rd inning here on the Zap Network. We'll be back with more high school baseball after this.
Are you a small business owner looking for reliable insurance coverage? Or perhaps you're navigating the complexities of Medicare? Look no further. Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services is a family-owned, independent insurance agency with over 50 years of experience with tailored insurance solutions for small businesses and their owners. Whether you need home and auto, business insurance, or individual or group medical, Chapman Cornelius has knowledgeable agents who will help you select just what you need. Call April Chapman or Jason Ott at 817-265-3346.
Looking for a plumber you can rely on? Pipe & Peak handles all your residential plumbing needs. From tunneling and slab leaks to camera inspection and sewer repair, and even cast iron replacement. They offer competitive pricing and now offer financing to make repairs easier to manage. Family owned and trusted for over 16 years, they treat every home like their own. Call 817-807-7069 to get your free quote and get your plumbing handled right.
We're ready. Never mind. I'll be quiet.
3rd inning is presented by Field Ops. They do more than just field markings. They also do commercial landscaping. Find out all John Kling can do by calling 817-908-2194. Field Ops, our 3rd inning sponsor.
Continuing this top of the inning with the same batter that left on the steal, the pickoff attempt at first base in the last inning. So Gonzalez skies this one to second base. Mr. Murphy there to haul that one in for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out here.
That pitch drops in for a called strike number 1. Tayara quickly delivers a slider that's too low for ball one. In play to second base. Quickly to Cifuentes for the 4-3. That'll take us to Gallardo, who grounded out to Cifuentes. Going back Cifuentes' way, but he rips it foul this time. Tayara agrees on the pitch, turns and delivers. And that one will get fouled back into the netting to bring the count to a ball and 2 strikes. A very quick inning here, Pops. Almost like banana ball speed. That's how fast they're going with this.
Without all the theatrics, yeah. Tayara is really rolling here.
Chopper to second. Fielded, double pump, and in time for a very fast 1-2-3 half inning. Gallardo retired, and we're headed to the bottom of the third, just like that, here on Zap. Back in just a moment with more tournament action.
Are you a small business owner looking for reliable insurance coverage? Or perhaps you're navigating the complexities of Medicare? Look no further. Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services is a family-owned, independent insurance agency with over 50 years of experience with tailored insurance solutions for small businesses and their owners. Whether you need home and auto, business insurance, or individual or group medical, Chapman Cornelius has knowledgeable agents who will help you select just what you need. Call April Chapman or Jason Ott at 817-265-3346.
Looking for a plumber you can rely on? Pipe & Peak handles all your residential plumbing needs. From tunneling and slab leaks to camera inspection and sewer repair, and even cast iron replacement. They offer competitive pricing and now offer financing to make repairs easier to manage. Family owned and trusted for over 16 years, they treat every home like their own. Call 817-807-7069 to get your free quote and get your plumbing handled right.
Bottom of the third, getting ready to come after a very, very quick 1-2-3 half inning from the Colt defense. A fly out, a ground out, and another ground out takes us to Danny Bustamante leading off the bottom of the third. Laid down a very good sacrifice bunt in the previous at-bat. Had a couple of flyouts and a sack and a walk in game 1 against Weatherford. Nobody aboard, so no reason to lay down a sacrifice here as he takes a look at ball 1. Lefty cannot connect there, and it goes to a ball and a strike. Steps out of the batter's box briefly. Not a whole lot of activity in the chat today. Somebody send us a message so we can give you a shout out here on the broadcast as Bustamante sends this one to left field. And it's going to be corralled by Aiden Gonzalez. The swirling wind looked like it was headed towards center field, and then it pushed it to left. And Gonzalez had to call off Sigala in order to make that play. But he does, and it's an F7 and 1 away for Payne Cornell. And Cornell takes a look at strike 1 to start his next at-bat. He got the single and the RBI and scored a run, so he's been a part of all of the scoring of today's game in one way or another. This one's off the end of the bat, looping towards right center field. And coming up to make the grab is Cadena for the F9, and there's very quickly 2 away. So it'll be up to Noah Cifuentes. I wish I'd gotten a timer. It feels like this whole inning has gone maybe 5 minutes.
Moving very fast. Pitcher's doing a good job on both sides.
Pitch into contact, the defense backing them up. Rosado has 1 strikeout. I don't believe Tayara has 1 yet. So a lot of this is just contact and the defense doing their job. As Cifuentes ahead in the count now, 2-0. The 2-0 delivery. 2-1 crosses the plate around the knees. Cifuentes doesn't agree with the call, but he'll step back into the batter's box. Still ahead in the count. This one's going to get fouled up and out of play, headed behind the first base dugout. Caleb Steele heading out to go take a look at it as deuces are across the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 3rd. Off the end of the bat to 3rd. The throw to first is in time, and Cifuentes is retired, and it's a 1-2-3 half inning on the other end. So we're headed to the 4th inning now. Colts still ahead by 2 here on the Zap Network. We'll be right back.
Modern West Windows and Doors invites you to see the difference. Whether you need sliding doors, bay windows, or just need a more modern look, Modern West has options to fit both your style and budget. Stop by the showroom at 1211 6th Avenue in Fort Worth to see for yourself, or call 682-255-6094 for more information.
Hey, this is John Wade Jr., Colt Football 97, class of 98. And the next time you have a roofing issue, be sure and call Arlington's favorite roofer, John Wade Roofing. Look us up on the internet at johnwaderoofing.com.
The 4th inning is presented by Trinity Logistics Services. Don't let hauling be a hassle. Trinity has dumpsters that fit any size project, and they drop off and pick up so you can focus on cleaning up the wind for your home or business. Call Chet Soto at 817-693-1302 for more information. 4th inning sponsor, Trinity Logistics Services. Tayara back out for another inning of work here in the top of the 4th inning. And it is, who is due up for Chisholm Trail?
Diego Hernandez.
Should be Hernandez leading things off. That is Hernandez.
Shortstop for the Chisholm Trail.
I just couldn't see his number from our vantage point. And Hernandez is going to rope that one into left field between 3rd base and short for a leadoff single.
Good sharp hit there by Hernandez, jumping on the first pitch from Tayara.
Yeah, and he's reached safely in both of his plate appearances. Drew a walk his last time up and now aboard with a single.
Bring up pitcher Rosado trying to help his own cause here with a runner at first. Squares to bunt, takes the pitch, and it's a called strike. Left-handed pitcher, left-handed batting. Rosado. Squares again, pulls it back in time. The ball sails outside for ball 1. Throw over to first. Hernandez dives back in safely. Another bunt squared. It's bunted back towards the pitcher. Tyara bobbles it again. Oh, hands safe.
Everybody's safe. You know, he bobbled it, but he was charging up the baseline. I am inclined to give him a hit on that one. That was well placed. That was a well-placed
very good bunt.
Yeah, I'm going to give Rosado an infield single on that bunt. Because even if Tyara fields that cleanly, it's going to be a tough play. Another bunt, this time up the third base line.
Let it roll, let it roll.
And they'll let it roll foul.
That one was spinning down that third base line.
They sent it opposite, Saul Gonzalez did. He sent it opposite the charging Cifuentes up the first baseline because AB had to cover third for the potential force. So it was a good idea. It just spun a little bit too much the wrong way.
We have a little infield conference at the mound here.
And I think that's the right call. You know, this is a unique situation, one that you haven't encountered yet this season, and you need to be aware of what each person's assignment is and how to plan properly. And I'm pretty sure that was the senior Danny Bustamante who called that timeout. I really like that leadership and communication by that young man to make sure that everybody's on the same page without prompting from the coaches. That was very cool to see. Or maybe he was prompted and we just didn't see Womack tell him to call timeout. AB playing on the lip of the grass now, Cifuentes nearby. And AB does charge, and he'll only have a play to first as both runners advance. So a perfectly laid down sacrifice bunt there by Saul Gonzalez. It's a 5-3 sack BU to put 2 men in scoring position for Riley Wade. The real question now is, do you try a suicide squeeze? No, he's swinging away and misses for strike one. Now he does the suicide squeeze. Runner's coming up the base path, and Axel decides to just let them retreat to their bases for ball one.
Probably a good call there. Cifuentes was charging up the line, anticipating that bunt, so he wasn't at third. Nobody was at second base covering, just to eat the ball and look him back.
Tayara looks at the runner at third and comes home. This one's to Bustamante, and he can't get there, and Chisholm Trail is on the board. An RBI single that will plate Diego Hernandez, who started things off with a single to left. And Riley Wade gets a single to left to bring him home. And it's 2-1.
Got a courtesy runner coming out, number 8. Philip Tienda. And another runner at number 5 is back over running at first base.
I believe that's
third.
I believe that's the pitcher.
Jackson Hayes now running at third.
And this is Coach Womack coming out, having a conversation with his infield. Does not look like he's taken the ball from his pitcher yet. Could just be a conference, but we'll see. Colts find themselves in a jam with runners on the corners.
He does hand the ball off.
And the hook is going to be given to Tayara. So a new pitcher is about to be coming down the pipe, presented by our friends at Pipe and Peak Plumbing. When we come back, we'll let you know who the new pitcher is in just a moment.
Pools in Texas need servicing all year long. At Rami Pools, LLC, we provide quality pool services such as cleaning, maintenance, and repairs. So call 469-951-0107 for a free estimate and ask for Roberto. Rami Pools, LLC, We're going to make you fall in love with your pool again. Hablamos español.
Local Legends Figures immortalizes your athlete's achievements for a lifetime. Featuring 6-inch figures with poses in football, baseball, band, hockey, even lacrosse. Local Legends makes every effort to show their likeness down to every possible uniform detail. To order your custom figure, call 817-681-0393 or email orders@locallegendsfigures.com.
Pitching changes presented by Pipe and Peak, serving the Arlington area for over a decade. Arrange a free quote by calling 817-807-7069. The new man on the mound for Arlington is number 14, Joel Gamez. Gamez coming in relief of Adam Tayara. He went 3 1/3 with 3 hits and 1 run allowed, but it has cut Arlington's lead in half to 2-1 over Chisholm Trail. Gamez picked up the save, getting the final 2 outs against Weatherford in the previous game, looking to save the situation and preserve the Arlington lead here with the score 2-1.
Kind of a middle relief role here in the 4th inning. May go 2-3 innings if they need him, if he's strong enough. We'll see how he does here in this difficult situation with runners at the corners.
He'll drop a off-speed pitch in, looks like a curveball that finds the zone for strike 1. This is Gabriel Cadena digging in here. Suicide squeeze, and they're going to issue first base to him on the hit by pitch. He squared up to bunt.
Yeah, Coach Womack's going to come out and ask about that, because he was in the act of swinging on a bunt. He squared the bunt. That's just like swinging the bat.
It's the same as swinging the bat.
Should be at least a foul ball.
A bunt attempt, if it went off of him, should be a foul at least.
Because his hands are a part of the bat when he's swinging.
Coach Womack is talking about that swinging motion right now. As it is right now, Cadena is being awarded first base.
Womack's not going to get too upset about this. Too early in the season.
It's too early in the season to get that fired up. However,
we've seen Coach Womack get fired up.
He has gotten upset, especially in late district games and in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So
they are going to do the right thing and at least consult about it in the middle of the field. I like that these umpires are willing to talk to each other. They did award him first base after all.
And that is a hit by pitch. Second hit by pitch of the game. Third one, correction. And Cadena's aboard on the HBP for Javier Sigala.
Base is loaded with 1 out here. Time to bear down.
Off speed, bottoms out underneath the swing of Sigala for strike 1. Gamez turns and delivers. That one's too far inside for number 20. Evens the count at 1-1. Bases full of Chisholm Trail Rangers. Gamez coming in relief of Tayara. Slips and falls a little bit. Might have twisted his ankle coming off of that all-turf pitcher's mound. He was a little gimpy getting up there, just didn't plant his foot on his follow-through correctly, I think. He does get to return to the traditional wind-up with nobody with the opportunity to steal. Does not seem to be helping him as he has reached a 3-1 count now to Sigala with nowhere to put him.
Good defensive move there by Axel Alvarado, sliding to his right to keep that ball in his glove in front of him. Pass ball here would certainly plate another runner for Chisholm.
Gomez has a particular pitch that he wants, finally gets it. It's in play to right field. Trillo giving chase. He'll come up and make the grab. Runner is tagging. Trillo, a dart to home. The tag is in time!
Great play.
What a play from Dom Trillo. A one-hopper to Alvarado. And Arlington gets out of that inning and preserves the lead. Oh, my goodness. We have to see that one again. Trillo giving chase. The throw to home. Alvarado the tag. And the Colts preserve the lead. We're headed to the bottom of the fourth. Chisholm Trail does get a run, but Arlington escapes the bases loaded jam. We'll be back with more high school baseball on the Zap Network presented by John Wade Roofing right after this.
Modern West Windows and Doors is a partner of the Zap Network. They're also partnered with trusted industry leaders like Lowen, Weather Shield, and Simpus to guarantee quality product and installation. Whether you're searching for new concepts for your entryway, living room, dining room, bedroom, or even a workshop, Modern West has the solutions you're looking for. Visit the showroom at 1211 6th Avenue in Fort Worth or visit modernwestwindows.com. Whenever a plumbing problem hits your home, experience matters. Pipe and Peak is a family-owned residential plumbing company with 16 years of experience that you can trust. They handle everything from yard leaks and slab leaks to tunnel work, and they're specialists in replacing old cast iron pipe. No job is too big or too small, and their pricing stays competitive. If you're seeing signs of aging pipes, now's the time to act. Send an email to Caleb Renfro to see how Pipe and Peak can help your home.
Middle of the fourth inning means it's the fourth inning stretch. As we see how these final innings unfold, Modern West invites you to see the difference new windows can make in your home. Visit modernwestwindows.com to learn more about the sponsors of the Zap fourth inning stretch. We got so excited about that play by Dom Trillo, I almost forgot to mention our fourth inning stretch sponsors. Axel Alvarado, first pitch swinging, trying to charge up the baseline, and he's going to dive in safely. First baseman Aguilar was trying to toss it to Rosado, and neither one covered the bag in time. That's an infield single.
Good hustle by Axel. Hanging in there on that catch from Trillo to get the third out in that last inning, and then he hustles down the line to get a leg out of a base hit here to lead off the bottom of the fourth.
We're going to get a courtesy runner for the catcher. Did not see what the number was. I want to say that's Corbin Quiros.
24.
That is Corbin. Wow, I'm only in my fourth game, and I'm starting to recognize players. I'm kind of impressed. AB squares up to bunt and will pull back for ball number one.
You mentioned earlier how fast this game has been moving with good fielding. This is only AB's second at bat here in the bottom of the fourth.
The 1-0 is outside. It's 2-0.
Good defensive play by Wade there at the plate to keep the runner at first base, keeping that ball in front of him.
And it's 3-0 now. I think in this situation, you're going to dare him to throw a strike, but I'm sorely tempted to give AB the green light.
Yeah, we'll see what Coach Womack chooses here.
He was taking, and he takes a look at strike number one.
The wind has virtually died down here, so the possibility of a long fly ball to the outfield is going to actually go true.
It's a hitter's count now to AB. And they'll check on Quiros over at first instead. Just try to get AB a little bit out of his groove, I suppose. Rosado with the 3-1. This one's going to go to left center field, but it's playable for Sigala, and he'll make the grab for out number 1. Here's the hero of the previous half inning. Dom Trilla with a charging grab out in right field, and then an excellent throw on the one hop to Axel, who was able to turn and apply the tag in time to end the inning. And that'll be strike 1 looking to him. Trillo struck out swinging in his last at-bat. That's the only plate appearance he's had today. Quiroz is off and running. It's a ball, and the tag is in time.
Yeah, he was out by a good foot on that play. Didn't get the best jump on that play. The catcher, Wade, was able to get it down there in time for the putout.
I was about to say, that was also a good throw by Wade, able to put it in a place where they could apply the tag properly. And now there's 2 away with the count, a ball and a strike. Up in the air and behind us out of play towards the concourse. Brings the count to 1-2. Rosado's next pitch, right back up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit to shallow center field. A great attempt by the diving Hernandez, but Trillo wins that battle and gets the single to center field.
Good solid shot right over the pitcher's mound, right over second base.
Next up from Colts, second baseman Colin Murphy.
Colts have a runner at first base now with 2 outs. Brings up Colin Murphy for his second at bat tonight.
That one's going to be too low to Murphy for ball 1. Trillo with a modest lead, and they're going to go check on him. He made a little motion like he was going to try to head to second, so Rosado will toss it down to Aguilar. Still 1-0 at the plate, and it's 2-0. That one can't quite find the zone. Good placement. Probably something a lot of batters would have offered at, but Murphy laid off. That'll be a called strike. Gets across the knees to bring the count to 2-1. Two balls and a strike, 2 outs, a man aboard. Rosado taking a couple of glances and will throw in that direction. I'm guessing he did not like what he saw. The 2-1 home. Back up the middle, headed to second base. A diving attempt. They tried to flip it to short, and everybody's safe. Another diving attempt, and Rosales able to keep it in the infield, but he tried to do what? Who was it? Who was it for the Rangers a few years back? It was Elvis Andrews.
Elvis Andrews, Ian Kinsler,
and Kinsler, and who was it? Odor. Ruknan Odor and Elvis Andrews were able to turn a play like that where you just scoop it out of your glove.
And I'm scoring that a base hit too.
Yeah, that's an infield single for sure.
The flip was a little off tag, but it was a difficult play for the second baseman.
Gamez in the pitcher's spot, now batting. A full substitution of Tayara as he looks at strike 1. So Joel Gomez batting in the 9-hole spot. If he can find his way aboard, we're back to the top of the order with Gannon Howard. Defense playing straight away for Chisholm. Gomez towards second. The flip to first is in time, so that's a 4-6 fielder's choice. That will end the inning and end the fifth. Chisholm loaded the bases and only got one. Arlington put 2 on and could not bring one across. And it's 2-1 as we finish up this inning.
Modern West Windows and Doors is a partner of the Zap Network. They're also partnered with trusted industry leaders like Lowen, Weather Shield, and Simpus to guarantee quality product and installation. Whether you're searching for new concepts for your entryway, living room, dining room, bedroom, or even a workshop, Modern West has the solutions you're looking for. Visit the showroom at 1211 6th Avenue in Fort Worth or visit modernwestwindows.com. Whenever a plumbing problem hits your home, experience matters. Pipe & Peak is a family-owned residential plumbing company with 16 years of experience that you can trust. They handle everything from yard leaks and slab leaks to tunnel work, and they're specialists in replacing old cast iron pipe. No job is too big or too small, and their pricing stays competitive. If you're seeing signs of aging pipes, now's the time to act. Send an email to Caleb Renfro to see how Pipe & Peak can help your home.
We want to give a special thank you to the people who help sponsor this tournament coverage that we do here on the Zap Network, including Roberto Robledo and the team at Romy Pools, Jake and Sharon Damon, Annie Madden, Armando DeErcol, Elijah Slade, and Taylor Steele. If you're appreciative of the coverage that we provide, please consider sending a Venmo or a Cash App tip or Zelle to the phone number. You can scan the QR code or use any of those usernames, and we'll make sure that it gets distributed to the team that is coming out here to provide this coverage. We're taking unpaid days off from work. We're traveling out to Corpus Christi, and all of that is made possible by folks like you. So thank you so much for your support of the Zap Network. We'll go back to the top of the fifth inning now, and also the top of the order for Chisholm Trail. Gomez back out for a continuation of his previous work, as this one is a weird hop, but they're able to get it to Cifuentes in time. Aiden Gonzalez retired on the 4-3 putout. So that'll take us to Alex Aguilar.
Murphy doing the little flip out of the glove straight to Cifuentes instead of trying to
You
palm it out of his glove.
He had enough forward momentum. He probably could have gone and stepped on the bag
True.
himself.
Yep.
But didn't want to bump into his teammate. Ooh, wicked off speed, and Aguilar cannot connect. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a fly out and a ground out.
Ball hit sharply out to shortstop. Bustamante gobbles it up, throws it over to first. Out number 2. Good play by Bustamante there, charging that slowly hit ball, getting to it in time to get the speedy runner at first.
So very quickly, 2 outs here for the DH, Gallardo. And he'll take a look at ball 1. And again, can't quite find the zone for ball number 2. Gomez quick to the plate, and that one off of the wrists. Kind of jammed Gallardo there. The Rangers picked up 2 wins in tournament play yesterday, including 4-1 against the host Weatherford Kangaroos and 4-3 against the Martin Warriors. They've got a 3-1 count here and trail by a score of 2-1. Arlington plated 2 in that first inning, and they're hoping that that may be enough for them. This 3-1 is headed for the gap, and Gannon Howard's going to have to play that on the hop. But he plays it very well, as Gallardo can't get anything more than a single to center field. That one looked like trouble pops, but I think the wind made it drop, and Gannon was able to play it well to prevent extra bases.
Yeah, the left fielder and the center fielder were playing shallow because of the wind, and made it a little bit harder for him to get over to that gap where that ball bounced.
This is the shortstop, Diego Hernandez, got a single to left and scored Chisholm's only run the last time he was at the plate. And he'll get a free base here, as that breaking ball never breaks. Looked like he was trying to go with a curve ball or a breaking pitch of some kind, and it just clips the left arm of the batter.
Got a courtesy runner coming in, number 11, Derek Hernandez, running at second base.
I believe it'll be a pinch runner, because that's not the pitcher or the catcher that he's running for. 11? No, that's 1. Kenneth Rosado. Got a single on a bunt attempt his last time up. And the breaking ball can't find the zone. That's ball 1 with 2 outs.
I'm sorry, 11 was the runner at second.
11 is the runner.
Too many ones out there.
There's a lot of ones, including on the scoreboard for Chisholm. Time is called at the plate by Rosado. Yeah, I believe that's Gallardo that's being run for, who's the DH. So this should be a pinch runner, and then Gallardo will return to his spot in the lineup next time around. Gamez tries to fit it into that right-hand side of the plate and cannot. It's 2-0. Pitcher versus pitcher, as Gamez looks to get his counterpart out and end the inning. And instead, Rosado will lift it to deep right field. Trillo chasing, and where the metaphorical warning track should be, he's able to collect out number 3. So last inning it was bases loaded. This inning it was men on first and second. And both times Chisholm has been thwarted by Dom Trillo. To the bottom of the 5th we go. The Colts lead at 2-1 here on Zap.
John Wade Roofing is celebrating 40 years serving the Arlington area. John Sr. played for Colt football and was the team MVP in '76. He went on to play for TCU, earning all conference honors. The family has a Colt legacy that spans generations and wants to help your family's roofing needs, plus gutters, painting, solar, and more. For more information, go to johnwaderoofing.com.
Taquería Taco Express es la taquería oficial de Zach Arnold Productions. Con un amplio y auténtico menú, satisface tus antojos o prepara tu próximo evento con nosotros. Visítanos todos los martes para disfrutar de Taco Tuesday con 5 tacos y un agua fresca por solo $10. Para encontrar sucursales cercanas o hacer pedidos en línea, visita taqueriatacoexpress.com.
Rosado still pitching.
Rosado's still out there for another inning of work. His Rangers trail the Colts by a score of 2-1. And it's Arlington's top of the order in Gannon Howard, Danny Bustamante, and Payne Kernal, who are going to be due up here in this bottom of the 5th inning. Zach Arnold on the call. To my left is the camera that we've put up just behind home plate. To my right is our intern producer, Cameron Wilcox, learning the ropes of how to run OBS commercials and the score bug that you see here. And further to my right is my pops, Doug. Thank you all for joining us on this beautiful Friday afternoon for baseball. I hope that you're enjoying the broadcast as much as we're enjoying bringing it to you.
I'm enjoying being here. Sunshine, baseball, outdoors. Can't get much better.
Howard takes a look at ball one that is upper chest high. Got a single to center field and then flew out to his center field counterpart, Sigala. Rips this one fair up the third baseline. That's going to be trouble. Aiden Gonzalez is giving chase, but Gannon Howard is going to be into second with a leadoff stand-up double to start the bottom of the inning. Good piece of hitting as that went past the hot corner, Saul Gonzalez. And Aiden Gonzalez had to go and retrieve it. If it had any kind of a weird ricochet, Gannon was definitely fast enough to try to go for more than that. But now with nobody out, do we see Bustamante try to lay down a bunt attempt again?
Very possibly here. Just to get that critical padding run.
Insurance run, very essential here, as Bustamante looks at ball one outside from Rosado.
Looks like Coach maybe giving a boost to the green light here to hit something he likes.
He did hit 367 on the season last year en route to winning District 8-6A MVP, so he has a bat. And he tries to use it there. He had the timing, but he didn't quite square up on it as it goes straight back into the backstop.
And right into your living room.
Almost. Up and to the left by about 6 feet. The 1-1. Wiley tried to. Riley Wade. I said Wiley. I just combined his two names.
Wiley Coyote.
Riley Wade tried to frame it, but the umpire was having none of it. It's 2 balls and a strike. This one's up in the air, and it's going to be playable in that foul territory. Saul Gonzalez able to make the catch for the FO5 for out number 1.
Next up, the Colts is left fielder Payne Kernal.
Payne Kernal got a single and an RBI, but then flew out to right field his last time up. He's got Gannon Howard 180 feet away from an insurance run. And that one's too far outside as well. Ball number 1 to the left fielder. Noah Cifuentes taking cuts in the undecked circle. He had an RBI in the last game against Weatherford. This one's belted to left field. This could be trouble. Kernal is going to send it off of the wall. Because of the ricochet, Gannon Howard's going to have to stay put. They thought maybe it would be a home run, maybe it would be a catch. Instead, it's a double for Kernal, and there's 2 men in scoring position for Cifuentes.
Yeah, there was every chance that Aiden Gonzalez was going to catch up with that one out there, and you didn't want Howard to get caught off base in a double play. So you had to hold up at second, and when they figured out it bounced off the base of the wall, he took off and made it to third, and that brings up Cifuentes with runners at second and third now, and only 1 out.
Cifuentes has reached on an E4 earlier in this ball game. Earlier today, he got a big swing that went to the left center gap and plated a run, and he'll foul that off of his leg here. He was swinging for that left field fence there. Nothing in 1 to Noah. too low, but it's dug out by Riley Wade, and Gannon will stay put at third. It's a ball and a strike. This is a deep enough backstop, though, Pops, that if it gets away, Gannon can score from third.
Yeah, I think Wade and his defense there just saved a run for Chisholm Trail.
And that one finally paints the away corner. He's been trying to place it there and finally gets the call, and it goes against Cifuentes and puts him in a hole.
That one, Cifuentes kind of grimaced on that one. He goes, that was it. That was the one I wanted to grab.
The 1-2. Too far outside. It's 2-2 now. Good job laying off of that one by Cifuentes. Axel Alvarado is 2 for 2 on the day, and he's waiting in the on-deck circle with just one out. The 2-2. Lofted in the air, playable, headed for foul territory. Is anybody going to make the grab? No, it's just a harmless foul ball. Cifuentes can count his lucky stars for that one.
I think he may have been trying to protect the plate there. He reached out and extended his arms just enough to get some
just
contact.
Just a bit, yep.
Stays alive.
Just the slightest hint of some stretching in the Chisholm bullpen. As ball 3 goes off of the chest of Wade and he keeps it in front of him. It's a full count now to Cifuentes. Payoff pitch on the way. And he's going to put that in play. Base hit to left field. Cifuentes delivers the insurance run. Here comes another one. The play to the plate is going to be in time. But Gannon Howard does come in to score and makes it a 3-1 ball game on the RBI single by Cifuentes. So just one RBI for him there, and Kernal is out at home.
That's okay. I like the aggressiveness because the play at the plate had to be perfect.
It had to be a perfect throw, and it was.
A perfect tag applied by Wade, and I like the aggressiveness from Coach Womack there.
Axel Alvarado takes a look at ball 1 here.
If that throw was just a little bit off base, Kernal scores. So I like it. 3-1 Colts here late in the ball game. Going to have a runner coming in for Arlington, number 25.
.25, you say?
Yes, sir. I'm looking it up now.
That is Julian Valdovinos. Valdovinos now running for Cifuentes. Axel Alvarado got a single and an RBI in his first plate appearance. Got a infield single by diving head first into first base.
There's another one.
That's a big base hit to right field. Valdovinos is going to be held up at second, but it's a 3-for-3 day for Axel Alvarado.
Alvarado really seeing the ball well at the plate. Getting barrel on ball 3 times today, and he'll have a runner coming in for him, number 24.
That's Quiros. With 2 outs, the catcher's going to go put his gear back on. So Valdovinos running for Cifuentes at first, Quiros running for Alvarado at first. Valdovinos at second, rather. And this one's inside to AB for ball 1. So Valdovinos at second, Quiros at first, AB at the plate. And AB is going to put this in play. It's skying to left field. It's playable, though. And it is going to be grabbed by Aiden Gonzalez. And the F7 will retire Arlington in the 5th, but not before they collect a big insurance run to go ahead 3-1. We're headed to the 6th inning here on Zap. We'll be back after this.
Field Ops North Texas is the trusted name in athletic field marketing for schools, teams, leagues, and tournaments. They even do commercial landscaping. The better question is, what can't they do? With fast turnaround times and proven expertise, they make sure your grounds look unbeatable every time. Call 817-908-2194 to find out more. Looking for a plumber you can rely on? Pipe & Peak handles all your residential plumbing needs. From tunneling and slab leaks to camera inspection and sewer repair, and even cast iron replacement. They offer competitive pricing and now offer financing to make repairs easier to manage. Family owned and trusted for over 16 years, they treat every home like their own. Call 817-807-7069 to get your free quote and get your plumbing handled right.
To the top of the 6th inning we go. Arlington now leads 3-1, which gives them a little bit more breathing room considering how well their defense has been playing today, Pops.
Yeah, it was a clutch hit. We've been looking for that. Get a runner on base. Left quite a few runners on base in the first inning without scoring. First game. Sorry about that. But now we get a runner out there in scoring position and played him, and that's a good sign.
This will be Saul Gonzalez. 0 for 2 on the day. He had a bases-loaded situation earlier in the ball game, and it popped straight up and into the glove of Axel Alvarado in foul territory. And that's probably been one of the biggest threats that Chisholm has made in this entire ball game, as strike one is looked at here. And quickly ahead, 0-2 after the swing and a miss there. Gamez to the plate. Just a bit below the knees. That's ball one. Gamez turns and fires, and that one tails away from him. I think if he releases that a little bit sooner, then it tails into the strike zone instead of away from it. The 2-2. That's an off speeder that's wicked, and Gonzalez is retired. I believe that's the first strikeout by the Colts pitching staff in this ball game.
That's what my tally shows.
It means they've been able to bring Chisholm Trail to bear without needing to pound the strike zone.
A lot of good fielding defense.
Very good defense. This one's in play. Time for the defense to show its stuff. Bustamante across the diamond in time for the 6-3 putout.
Such a good play again. Ranging to his right towards third base, away from the plate. Plant, cross-body throw to Cifuentes and gets the out.
And that's why he is going to be playing at the next level. Currently committed to Grayson College up in North Texas. And it'll be Gabriel Cadena who's able to put that into left field for a base hit. Good swing, good piece of hitting, but better fielding as Kernal is able to send that in and prevent it from being two bases.
Impressed with some of these players we're seeing out there that came up from JV to varsity this year. Kernal making some good plays, getting bat on ball. Dominic Trio out in right field. We hadn't seen him play before today. Really, really impressed with these young men that have just come up to varsity.
So 1 on and 2 out for the bottom of the order in Javier Sigala. And he takes a look at ball one high. Swing and a miss there for strike number one. Cifuentes covering the first base bag. Just in case Cadena gets too far off base. The one hop, the underhand, and that retires the side. That's a 4-3 put out that will end the top of the 6th in quick fashion. To the bottom of the 6th we go. Colts are ahead by 2 here on Zap.
Looking for the most unique gift for your student or athlete? Local Legends Figures has you covered. The custom 6-inch figures are designed with you and your legend in mind. They even immortalize yours truly with a custom, never-before-used model to create a Zach the Voice figure for my 30th birthday. Huge thanks to our friends at Local Legends Figures. See pricing and place orders at locallegendsfigures.com.
Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to hear Zach talk about things beyond the realm of sport, catch him with me, Ben Hart, on the Intergalactic Peace Coalition podcast. For nearly a decade, we've been geeking out on IPC about our favorite nerdy things. We have a back catalog of over 350 episodes diving into sci-fi and fantasy stories like no one else. Find the Intergalactic Peace Coalition at ipcpodcast.podbean.com or download via your favorite podcast app.
To the bottom of the 6th we go, and during the break, there was a new pitcher that came down the pipe for Chisholm Trail. And if your pipes ever break, be sure to call Caleb Renfro at Pipe and Peak Plumbing at 817-807-7069. Pops, who have we got on the mound for Chisholm today?
On the mound now for the Chisholm Trail Rangers, Edron Puente is on the mound. Number 24 coming on, right-handed pitcher. Looks like he's pitching a little bit more heat than we saw from Rosado. Rosado had a really good game, though.
He did.
He went far into the ball game, pitching a full 5 innings this afternoon. And now we're going to see what kind of bullpen they have. Yesterday, in one of the games you mentioned against Argyle, I believe you said, when we got into their bullpen, the Colt bats really came alive.
They did against Aledo.
It was Aledo? Okay, my bad.
Aledo's,
one of those A teams.
It was Arlington versus Aledo and Argyle. It was a triple-A threat yesterday. But this will be Dom Trillo leading things off for Arlington. It's the 7, 8, 9 spots. But that doesn't mean much because Trillo and Murphy have both hit safely in this ballgame as he takes a look at strike one here to start the bottom of the 6th. Fuentes 0-1. In there for a called strike two. He went outside and then came back inside, and he's ahead in the count.
Oh.
And he tries to go off speed and gets him on the hip instead. And Trillo is aboard on the HBP.
Trillo's sacrificing his left limb there to lead off and get on base here. Guess who just walked up? The Golden Pipes himself, Yadi Pagan, looking over our shoulders.
Stalking is more like, as Murph squares up for the bunt. He just silently approached. He didn't tap us on the shoulder or nothing. There's just this shadow that's looming over me at this point, and I'm like, what is this impending doom I feel?
Well, what I'm wondering is, what did he bring us to eat?
Better be Taqueria Taco Express.
Yeah.
Murph squares up to bunt. Trillo is caught in the middle, but he's going to make it to second base anyway. I believe that's ball one at the plate. But Trillo will get a stolen base as he slides into scoring position. Murph has reached safely both of his plate appearances, reaching on an E3 and then getting an infield single his last time up.
Yep, it is 1-1 at the plate for Colin.
And it's now 2-1 as Fuente sends that one away. That one's going to bounce off of the catcher, and there's another 90 feet for Dom Trio. 3 balls and a strike to Colin Murphy as that one bounces into the turf off of the face mask of Riley Wade and Kurt Tails to the right. And it's a hitter's count for someone who's hit safely twice already. And he had the green light, and he offered a golf swing at it and can't connect. That probably would have been ball 4 if he'd laid off of it. As it stands, it's a full count with a man at third. Payoff pitch. Jammed him up in the air, headed for right field, down the line, and foul.
Joel Gamez, the pitcher who has come on here mid-game, done an excellent job as a mid-game reliever.
I don't know if he
taking
would,
some swings in the on-deck circle.
I don't know if he'd be in line for the win because Arlington was ahead when he came in relief, but he has definitely
He's put a finger in the dike here this afternoon.
off the end of the bat and headed for the Arlington bullpen along the first baseline. It'll stay a full count. I wonder if he's been in the game long enough to collect a 3-inning save. Payoff pitch, foul, and that was to a part where there isn't any padding, and Riley Wade's a little slow to get up.
Ouch.
He came in the 4th inning.
Yeah.
So if he did 5, 6, and closes out 7, that's a 3-inning save, which would be his second of the day.
Yeah, because he closed out that first
He
game.
got
Shut down the Kangaroos in that first game.
He did indeed.
And that's what's been impressive about the Arlington team this afternoon is their defense.
Absolutely.
Good, solid fundamentals from Bustamante, Abe, Trio. We've just seen it. I mean, Murphy, solid at second. We've had some good plays all over the place. Cifuentes snagging one at first base that was headed down the right field line and taking the out for himself.
Yep. Wade's going to stay in the game. Payoff pitch again. That's a base hit, and there's another run for the Colts. Right past the diving Saul Gonzalez, and Arlington makes it 4-1. Trillo comes in to score, and that will make it a little bit easier for Joel Gamez as he collects the hit. He's going to square up for a bunt, and it'll go into the netting of the backstop here, 0-1.
Gannon Howard tracking across the back there in his neon shoes. I don't mean to make fun of his shoes. I mean,
you're going to be talking about those all season.
Probably. Remember the year we had the pitcher whose hat kept falling off every pitch?
Yep.
And we started a hat fall count.
A hat tally. Well, we about determined that it was whenever he was throwing fastballs.
Yeah. Putting a little extra oomph on the pitch.
Mm-hmm. Bunt is squared up for, and they will chase the runner back on ball 2. Nobody away here in the bottom of the 6th, so Gamez willing to sacrifice himself, 1 out for a man in scoring position. I think that's a fair trade. Except he's not able to put that one in play. It goes behind him, and now he'll have to swing away with the count of 2-2. Gamez grounded into a fielder's choice up the middle of the infield with 2 outs that ended the inning. This one's in play, shallow left field, but playable for Aiden Gonzalez, and that'll be an F7 for out number 1. Gannon Howard 2 for 3 at the plate in this ball game. A single to center and a double down the left field line.
Scored that third run to give us some insurance padding. Colts went on to plate another one that inning. 4-1 late in the game is a nice feeling.
Curveball too far inside, and it's 2-0 to Gannon from the new pitcher, Fuente. And it's now 3-0.
Howard likely to leave the bat on his shoulder for this next pitch and force Puente to come into the zone for him.
I would think so. Problem is, when Fuente does find the strike zone, Arlington's been making good contact. Not able to find the zone, and Howard reaches safely for the third time in 4 attempts. So the base on balls puts 2 on and 1 out for Danny Bustamante.
Runners at first and second now.
He's made solid contact. Just hasn't been able to put it where the defense is not. Takes a look at strike 1 there. 0-1 the count. 2 aboard and 1 out. And that one's too low and away.
Puente having some trouble finding the strike zone all of a sudden. Or
finding it consistently.
Yeah.
And when he does find it, Arlington's been making contact. Runner goes, headed for third, and that is going to be in time for out number 2.
Yeah.
Gannon Howard does steal second, though. And I think this is just a drill for Coach Womack at this point. What does your double steal situation look like? How do you get that advance off of the ball? Doesn't work for Murphy that time. But a good throw by Riley Wade as well. I think almost everybody in the ballpark thought that was going to be strike 3. Instead, it's ball 2. Maybe a bit too far inside, maybe a bit too high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Man on second. He'll rip that to left center field. That's a base hit. They're going to wave him around. Let's see what the play at the plate is like. It's not going to be in time, and Busta will take an extra base on the indifference by the middle infield. It's 5-1, and he gets a double out of it. Boy, did he need that. What a good piece of hitting to extend the Arlington lead here in the bottom of the 6th. As Arlington makes it 5-1. Just a bit outside for Kernal. That one's skied to right field, playable for Cadena. He'll come up and make the grab, but not before the damage is done. Arlington plates a couple more, and they've got the insurance runs to try to close this thing out. We'll be back for the 7th inning here on Zap right after this.
John Wade Roofing has been serving the Arlington area since 1982, but the Wade legacy runs much deeper in the city of Arlington. A pioneer family that has had roots going back decades, John Wade and Company saw relatives attend the Cooper Street Arlington High campus and has had members play in Colt athletics for decades. and they're looking forward to serving this community for decades to come. Find out more at johnwaderoofing.com.
Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to hear Zach talk about things beyond the realm of sport, catch him with me, Ben Hart, on the Intergalactic Peace Coalition podcast. For nearly a decade, we've been geeking out on IPC about our favorite.
Looking for the most unique gift for your student or athlete? Local Legends Figures has you covered. The custom 6-inch figures are designed with you and your legend in mind. They even immortalize yours truly with a custom, never-before-used model to create a Zach the Voice figure for my 30th birthday. Huge thanks to our friends at Local Legends Figures. See pricing and place orders at locallegendsfigures.com.
To the 7th inning we go. Fans, a reminder to stay tuned for the abbreviated postgame show presented by John Wade Roofing, Arlington's favorite roofer since 1986. Gamez coming out to try to collect the 3-inning save as Arlington gives him some insurance runs headed to the top of the 7th. We do coverage for both Arlington High and Arlington Bowie, and during the break, our friend Yadi Pagan, the PA voice of the Bowie Vols, told us that the reason he was out here in the first place was for a memorial to a longtime Bowie and Arlington ISD legend, Alan Gratz, as this one is fielded at second base and a quick 4-3 putout of Aiden Gonzalez. Alan Gratz served the Arlington ISD community for 25 years, but before he taught at Arlington Bowie, he was a student here at Weatherford High, class of '85. So that's part of the DFW legacy that takes place here in the area as Alex Aguilar takes a look at strike number 1. Ball 1 away here as we offer our condolences and our love to the Bowie community and the Gratz family. As Aguilar swings and misses at that one for strike 2. Gamez quick to deliver, and he collects a strikeout of Aguilar, and there's 2 away.
I have been quite impressed with the pitching I've seen from Mr. Gamez this afternoon. Not to diminish what Bouchel did in the first game, but Gamez coming on in relief, and then coming on in relief in this game, he's really shown some stuff.
Colton Gallardo represents Chisholm's final out, and he'll send it to center field where one of our best defenders is able to make the grab. The F8 to Gannon Howard will end the ball game, and the Colts win 5-1. That'll take us into the postgame show presented by John Wade Roofing, Arlington's favorite roofer since 1982. John Sr. played for Arlington High and was the team MVP in '76. He also played for TCU and UTA football, earning all conference and conference champion honors. After a stint with the Houston Oilers, he started roofing in 1982 and never looked back. His legacy on the gridiron is now matched by the legacy that the company has built in the community for over 40 years. The next time you have roofing needs, gutters, painting, solar, or more, call the family that does more at 817-265-5520. Pops, it's a doubleheader sweep for Arlington after getting swept in yesterday's action. Most notably, the pitching and the defense helping bide the time until the offense can get the runs that they need to win the ball game.
And they did break out with some solid hitting runs. They weren't like walked-in runs or errors from the other team. They came up with 3 insurance runs in those last 2 innings, off doubles and base hits, and that clutch hitting is what we finally saw there late in the game. But the tail of the tape has got to be the defense. I kind of ran down a list of the defensive players and the plays that they had been making. Bustamante always solid at shortstop, and he will be for the rest of this year and into his college career, making some great plays, scooping up balls that are heading towards third and running against the grain and throwing across his body. Cifuentes snagging a ball that should have gone down the right field line into the corner and making the out himself. Murphy making the routine plays that he needs to make. It was just a really good ball game. The hitting, Axel Alvarado was solid behind the plate, but he went 3 for 3 tonight.
He did.
At the plate. And so he's like probably our star of the game as far as the offense goes.
I would say so.
Being very consistent tonight. But some of the new players, we've been very pleased with what we're seeing from the players that came up from JV last year. In right field, Dominic Trio made some great plays. Made a
play.
Fantastic catch for an out.
Do we still have that? I think we still have that replay of that big play at the plate.
Yes.
Made a great catch. Let me see, what was that here? That may have been a different play.
Kernall.
I don't know.
Kernall getting a base hit and scoring a run in the first inning, getting a double in the fifth inning, making some good plays out in left field. I've just really been impressed with the new players that we've seen come up. I mean, we know some of these names, Bustamante and Gannon Howard and Cifuentes, but the new guys are really making their presence known in a very positive way here for the Colt varsity team.
That brings their record to 2-2 overall. There is going to be an early morning game tomorrow at Midlothian High School that unfortunately we will not be able to bring to you. We encourage you to spend your weekend with Colt baseball and come out and cheer on the team tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. if you can. Our next coverage will be next week when we go to Corpus.
Yeah.
We're headed down to Corpus Christi for the tournament that will be taking place down there, a total of 6 games in 3 days, and we'll have all the action for you for this Colt baseball team down there. I neglected to mention it during the first baseball game, so I'll mention it twice in this one. We want to say thank you again to our tournament sponsors who helped make this possible, including Roberto Robledo and Romy Pools, Jake and Sharon Damon, Annie Madden, Armando DeErco, Elijah Slade, and Tyler Steele. Thank you so much for your generosity in helping make this tournament coverage possible. If you like the coverage that we do, please consider sending a Venmo or a Cash App or a Zelle over to us so that we can cover meal expenses, hotel costs, and missed work over the course of the next couple of weeks. We took off yesterday, we took off today to make this possible, and we appreciate your support of ZAP and Colt and Bowie baseball. Final score again in this one, Arlington 5, Chisholm Trail 1, and evens the Colts record up at 2-2 on the season. Special thanks to Pops for taking the time off to come and help bring this to the folks' screens at home, and to our TCC production intern, Cameron Wilcox, learning the ropes here out at Weatherford High today. We're just continuing to grow and expand and learn and get better, and we do that with the awesome support team. Could not do this alone, would not want to do this alone, and would not want to do this without viewers like you. So that is going to do it for our coverage here at Weatherford High School. For all of us at the ZAP Network, I am Zach Arnold, thanking you for tuning in, and we'll see you all next week in Corpus Christi. Until then, have a great day and have a great weekend.
Is there a stop streaming over here? Yeah, do that one.